Hello, Nick here from TechNuovo and welcome back to the channel. Fresh from trying out the new AirPods 3, we have one of their first competitors and they are the Marshall Motif ANC Earbuds. ANC in the title, so that's one up already on the AirPods, but let's not compare them just yet. Let's solely check these out as a new pair of buds from Marshall. I was around Marshall amps and cabs throughout my teens and it's an iconic brand. The font, the black, the white and gold. What I love most about Marshall now that they've branched out into headphones and earbuds is that they've kept that iconic image and I love it. The Motif earbuds come in a small black case with that faux leather-like finish that resembles their amps. Big, bold Marshall logo to the lid and underneath it, some gold text saying established in 1962. The lid is magnetic. There is a single push button for pairing on the front, small indicator light and a USB-C port at the bottom for charging. The buds themselves follow a similar look, matte black with big M logo with patterned stems. The earbuds come with rubber tips leading into a large section that sits within your ear. Overall, a very compact bud that I think looks fantastic. Spec-wise, they come with active noise cancellation and transparency mode, plus Bluetooth 5.2. Battery life is circa 26 hours with 6 hours charge in the buds, but that is reduced if you have ANC on. The case does allow wireless charging and there is a quick charge as well, so 15 minutes of charge will give you about an hour of juice. The buds include touch control and dual microphones for taking calls. The buds are IPX5, so they're sweat proof, while the case itself is IPX4 and includes a scratch proof finish apparently. The initial audio performance was a little bit off and didn't blow me away as much as I was hoping it would. That being said, I downloaded the app and things started to improve quite a lot. I turned ANC on, this improved the sound profile straight away, as well as reducing the external sounds. I then went on to pick the rock EQ option and it brought the buds to life. Rich, bright and punchy, listening to some of my favourite tracks was a treat. EQ wise, you're provided with 3 profiles where you can select an EQ and save it. There are 6 preset EQs: rock, spoken, pop, hip hop, electronic and Marshall. Once you click on one of them, you can then also adjust it further to suit your preference. That Marshall EQ is different to other EQs. It's a very distinct sound profile, one that suits guitars, classic rock. It is the Marshall amps sound and I don't think it'll be for everyone, but it might be for you. The ANC works very well. It did help the overall performance of the buds and helped reduce external audio around me. There is also a transparency mode as well, which definitely worked and I did not enjoy it when I tested it. Why? It was such a windy day. While I was walking the dog, the wind was almost amplified tenfold in my ears. ANC and transparency mode effectiveness can be adjusted within the app in increments of 10%. So 0% would mean they're basically off, with 100% being the most effective possible. There are other features within the app, including it shows you battery life, selecting ANC and transparency mode, editing touch controls, editing ANC transparency performance, and pushing firmware updates out as well. As for comfort, they are ever so comfortable and one of the most comfortable pads I've worn in quite a long time and a lot better than the AirPods 3. The rubber tip is standard like every other bud, but the housing of the components is just a perfect fit for my ears. This doesn't mean it will be perfect for you, but the shape and size, I think it will be a very good fit for most people. We have touch controls with these and they do work very well, maybe too well, as the M on the bud is the touch sensitive part. It's quite large, so when I was taking one bud out, it would sometimes pause the music, which isn't ideal. I came to learn to take the bud out via the stem, which meant I stayed away from the touch sensitive area. Touch controls include taps, long holds, etc. And this will allow you to control your content, turn ANC or transparency mode on or off, or switch between the EQ profiles. There is no volume control via the touch controls, so you need to do this on your device. Microphone quality, very good. I made a few calls with this and my voice came through very clear on the other end, so no complaints. Battery life is stated at circa 26 hours, but that is best case scenario with ANC off and up to 6 hours within the buds themselves. Realistically, more like 4 hours in the buds, 18 or so in the case, which I think is acceptable, but others do offer more now. QI enabled case, so wireless charging is possible, or you can plug in with the USB cable provided. Any downsides? If I was being really picky, the lid of the case, although it's magnetic, the hinge at the back is loose, it moves and can make a little rattling noise. Other than that, no other complaints. Overall, I am very impressed with the Marshall Motif ANC. I think they look fantastic, they're ever so comfortable and the audio performance is good enough to warrant the price, which is currently set at $199.99 here in the UK at the time of making this video. With the AirPods 3 coming in at $169.99, what's the difference and which are better? It's tough, and I'll likely follow this up with a thorough comparison, but it's close. Both have their pros and cons. That is a wrap on this video. If you have stuck around until the end, then thank you very much. And if you want to see more of our videos, hit that subscribe button and all the future videos will pop up in your feed.